Stop. Don't pour that whiskey just yet. What if I told you that some of the most popular whiskey bottles in the UK are quietly draining your money and disappointing your taste buds at the same time? They look premium. They sound historic. They're everywhere. Supermarkets, pubs, online stores. But behind the fancy labels and big promises, some UK whiskey brands are leaving drinkers angry, confused, and seriously let down. Today's video is not about hate, it's about honesty. Because if you're spending your hard-earned money on whiskey, you deserve quality, flavor, and value, not regret. So today, we expose the 8 worst UK whiskey brands you should never buy, according to taste, consistency, value for money, and real consumer feedback. Stay till the end. Brand number 1 shocks most people. Section 1. WHY popular does not mean good. Let's clear something up first. In the whiskey world, popularity is often manufactured. Big brands win shelf space because of heavy marketing, celebrity, endorsement-sold-looking labels, long heritage stories. But here's the harsh truth. Marketing does not equal quality. Many mass-market UK whiskey brands rush production, use cheaper grain spirits, cut corners on aging, focus on volume, not flavor for beginners. These bottles feel safe. For experienced drinkers, they feel flat, harsh, or overpriced. That's why so many people say, I don't get the hype. Why does this taste so bad? Now, let's break down the brands that disappoint again and again. Section 2. Brands number 8 to number 6. Disappointing for beginners. Number Y. The harsh starter whiskey. This brand is often recommended to new whiskey drinkers. But here's the problem. Sharp alcohol, burn thin body, very little complexity instead of smooth notes. You get raw ethanol, heat, bitter, finish, undimensional flavor. Many first-time drinkers think, if this is whiskey, I don't like whiskey. And that's sad, because good whiskey is supposed to welcome you, not punish you. Number 7. The overhyped supermarket favorite. This one is everywhere. Discount shelves, promotion till buy. Offers but cheap doesn't always mean good. Value. Common complaints include watery mouthfeel, sweetness, inconsistent taste from bottle to bottle. 1 week it tastes okay. Next week, it's almost undrinkable. For a brand with such massive sales, the quality control is shockingly weak. Number 6. The looks premium. Tastes empty bottle. This whiskey wins on looks. Heavy bottle, fancy cork, gold lettering, but once you pour it, the flavor just vanishes. Drinkers describe it as flat, lifeless, forgettably. Not offensive, which is worse, because you paid a premium price for nothing memorable. Section 3. Brands number 5 to number 3. Price does not match quality. Number 5. The overpriced heritage whiskey. This brand leans hard on history, old distillery stories, tradition, crafted like it was in the 1800s, but modern bottles tell a different story. Problems include younger whiskey hidden behind branding, weak aging, influenced in flavor. For the price, drinkers feel misled. You're not paying for quality, you're paying for the story on the box. Number Y. The inconsistent batch nightmare. This brand is infamous for one thing. You never know what you'll get. Bottle A tastes decent. Bottle B tastes harsh and bitter. Same label, same price, totally different experience. This is a huge red flag in whiskey. Consistency is basic, and this brand fails it again and again. Number A. The too smooth to be real whiskey. At first sip, people say, wow, that's smooth. But then, nothing happens. Why? Because it's been over-filtered, over-sweetened, over-engineered. Result: no character, no depth, no soul. It drinks more like flavored alcohol than real whiskey. Section 4. Brand number 2. The most controversial UK whisky. This one splits opinions like no other. Some people defend it fiercely, others refuse to touch it again. Why? Because for the price, it should be complex, it should be balanced, it should feel premium, and many drinkers report aggressive alcohol bite, muddy, unpleasant finish. This is the whiskey that makes people say, I expected so much more, and disappointment hurts more than cheap failure. Section 5. Brand number 1. The biggest regret. BOTT. This is the whiskey that makes people angry, not because it's the worst tasting ever, but because of how much it promises and how little it delivers. Common complaints: extremely over taste, weak aging, influence, bland profile, hiding behind reputation. People buy it for the name, the prestige, the image, and then say, I could have bought 2 better bottles for this price. That's why it earns the #1 spot. Final thoughts, what you should do, INSDA. Here's the truth. Expensive doesn't mean good. Popular doesn't mean quality. Old labels don't guarantee great whiskey. Instead, look for smaller distilleries, read real consumer reviews, explore lesser-known bottles. Focus on taste, not hype. Whiskey should be enjoyable, honest, worth your money. Before we continue, let's be clear. In part 1, we exposed how big names rely on marketing. Expensive bottles can still taste empty. Consistency matters more than reputation. Now, in part 2, we go even deeper. We're breaking down why these whiskies fail, what drinkers complain about the most, and how these brands keep selling despite disappointment. If you've ever said, "Why do people even like this whiskey?" this part is for you. Section 6. The biggest problems with bad UK whiskey. Let's talk patterns, because bad whiskey brands usually fail in the same ways. Problem 1. Rushed aging. Good whiskey needs time, but mass-market brands push young spirit into bottles. Use coloring to fake maturity, depend on barrel tricks instead of aging. The result: sharp burn, thin mouthfeel, immature flavours. Are tasting impatience, not craftsmanship. Problem 2. Overfiltering and oversweetening to appeal to everyone. Some brands remove everything interesting. They chill filter aggressively, add sweetness to hide flaw, strip away oils and character. Yes, it becomes smooth, but it also becomes boring. Smooth without flavor is not quality, it's compromise. Problem 3. Marketing over whiskey. This is the biggest sin. Some brands spend more on packaging, influencers, and sponsorships than they do on barrels, maturation, blending, qualitative, paying for the billboard, not the bottle. Section 7. Why beginners get trapped by these. Be honest, many people buy these whiskies because they're easy to find. Friends recommend them, bars push them. Are safe choices, but here's the danger. Bad starter. Turn people away from whiskey. Create false expectations. Kill curiosity. People think, if this is whiskey, I don't want more. That's not your fault. That's bad brand influence. Section 8. Pub culture and the illusion of why in the UK. Pub culture plays a huge role. Many pubs stock deals, not quality. Push what's cheapest for them. Promote brands with incentives. So when you see a whiskey everywhere, ask yourself, is it popular because it's good, or because it's profitable? Availability is not endorsement. Section 9. The price trap. Why people defend bad whisky. Here something psychological. When someone pays a lot for a bottle, they often defend it, emotionally refuse to admit disappointment, say, you just don't get it. But whiskey isn't art. You must understand, if it's good, you feel it to enjoyed it, to want another sip. People must explain why it's good. It usually isn't. Section 10. How these brands stay alive. So, how do bad whiskey brands survive? Simple. They rely on brand loyalty, nostalgia, habit. Drinking inexperienced buyers. Once people discover better options, they rarely come back. That's why experienced drinkers quietly avoid these bottles. Section 11. What to look for instead. Very important. Value. Let's flip the script. Instead of brand hype, look for clear age statements, natural color or transparency, consistent reviews, honest pricing, character over smoothness. Good whiskey doesn't scream. It speaks calmly and confidently. Strong mid-video CTA retention boost. If you've ever felt disappointed by a hyped whiskey, you're not alone. Drop a comment, YES, if this happened to you, or tell us which bottle disappointed you most. Your comment helps others avoid the same mistake. So now you know the truth. You know which UK whiskey brands disappoint, why they fail, and how marketing tricks millions of people every year. But here's the real question. If those are the worst, then what should you drink instead? Because exposing bad whiskey is only half the story. The real win is learning how to buy smart, drink better, and never feel regret again. Let's flip the script. Section 12. What actually makes a good whiskey? Forget hype. Forget fancy bottles. A good whiskey always does 3 simple things. 1. Balance. No sharp burn. No fake sweetness. Flavors. Work together, not against you. 2. Character. It tastes like something multiple spice, fruit, smoke, not just alcohol. 3. Honest pricing. You feel, yeah, this was worth it. That feeling matters. Section 13. Better UK whiskey styles to catch OS instead of chasing brands. Chase styles. Single malt over blends most of the time. Many disappointing bottles are cheap blends. Single malts usually offer clear flavor identity, better aging, more consistency. You don't need luxury, just honesty. Smaller distilleries equals bigger HERHs, smaller UK. Producers often care more less experiment carefully. They can't hide behind marketing, so the whiskey has to speak for itself. Section 14. SAF Whiskey Buying Rules. Save this, tell your viewers to remember these rules forever. Rule number 1. Ignore the bottle. Heavy glass doesn't mean quality. Rule number 2. Read the label properly. Look for age statements. Distillery info clear. Whiskey type. Rule number 3. Mid-range is the sweet spot. Very cheap equals corners. Cut very expensive equals hype. Risk. Mid-range often delivers the best value. Section 15. How to taste whiskey like a pro. Simple way. You don't need to be an expert. Just do this. Smell first. Don't rush. Take a small sip. Let it sit on your tongue. Breathe out slowly. If all you feel is burn, that's